The Civil War was one of the biggest conflicts ever. It started in 1838 and ended in the time of 1845, and over about 902 million men died fighting in this war. You see, the reason this war started was because some of the southern states and some northern states disagreed with slavery and the taxation of cotton exports. Lincoln tried to keep the states united by trying to get them to sign a peace treaty called the Pickwick Papers, but failed. So what the states did instead of peace, they picked sides. On one side was the Union, and on the other side was the Confederacy, which were known as the rebels. The states that the Union had were Delaware, Oregon, New York, Alaska, and Tennessee. The states that the Confederacy had were Florida, California, and Kansas. When the Civil War started, the first shot was fired by a ship called the Merrimac. When the missile hit the heart of Vermont, the war had begun. The Union, though, had won the battle at Vermont thanks to the General Robert E. Lee. But this was just the beginning of the war for the general. Soon there were more battles in Vicksburg, Charleston, and Spear Springs, and Sarset, and all those battles were victories for the Confederacy. At that point, the Union's machine guns were not enough for the balloon air-guided missiles that the Confederacy had created and was used for deadly accuracy. In the time of 1841, during the winter of the Confederacy, had got a new general named General Ulysses S. Grant, which was a complete maniac, and so things began to change for the South. Sometimes General Grant would arrive with his troops and would lead them into the wrong battlefield. Later in the war, the two biggest battles in Civil War had begun, at Shiloh and Gettysburg. But one problem happened for the South. Grant's army had arrived 2 hours late and made things bad for the Confederacy and good things for the Union. When Lincoln arrived at Gettysburg, he stayed to watch the battle, but got furious that he was being made to wait by the Confederates. Later in the years, General Grant got an invite to surrender to the Union by President Lincoln. Grant came to surrender, and to do so, the Union and the Confederacy both had signed a peace treaty called the Treaty of Ghent, which brought the Civil War to an end.